again, YouTube. Today I'm looking at the movie Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit.
There's a very real scenario here where we don't get out of this alive.
You sold this as an office job.
So Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit is a movie kind of supposed to relaunch this franchise that's been around for a while. There were a few films. I've only seen The Hunt for Red October, based on this character, made by Tom Clancy. Um, so going into this film, I didn't really, have a lot of expectations. I didn't really know the character that well, so I figured, this would be a good shot just to judge the film based on the film as a standalone. And as a standalone, I was really underwhelmed by this movie. I was kind of surprised because I thought the cast was a pretty good cast. You had Chris Pine as the leading character, Jack Ryan. You have Keira Knightley as his girlfriend, Kevin Costner as the officer who pretty much recruits Jack Ryan, and then you have Kenneth Branagh, the director, who also did Thor. He is also not only the director of this film, but he's also the villain in the movie. And as much as I like Kenneth Branagh and Thor and a few other films I've seen Branagh do, I was really underwhelmed by his direction with this. It was, obviously it was trailers lie. So the trailer made it look like a fun, actiony movie with some suspense, and in the end, you're very underwhelmed. It's very much a very slow burn. Going in, I was I wasn't sure what to expect. I did think there was going to be a few more explosions, a few more twists and turns, but it was pretty straightforward. It was pretty blasé, and I don't know. I sat there most of the time just. Mm, yeah, it was, man, the first 2014 movie I've seen, and usually this is, January is the month where they dump all the crap, and this is, I won't say it's crap. It's pretty middle of the road for me. Probably better than a lot of the other junk that's coming out right now. But the story overall, you have Jack Ryan, who's recruited by a CIA agent played by Kevin Costner, and he feels that Jack Ryan has the smarts to be a pretty good agent. And Jack Ryan is enlisted, and you know, he's working for a company undercover. He can't tell anybody what he's doing. He reports to them about some shady financial doings in Russia.
You stick to the scheduled audit tomorrow. Everything official, everything in public. You'll be fine. I need for you to be fine.
You sold this as an office job.
You're not just an analyst anymore. You're operational now.
Which leads him to Kenneth Branagh's character of Victor Shervin. I don't know how you say it. It's Russian. It's weird. But anyway, Kenneth Branagh's character is doing some shady shit, working for Russia. There's a very vague plot about the oil lines and whatnot. It's not complex in the slightest. It's pretty just here's some form of a plot, and if you can grasp onto this and have fun with the rest of it, good for you. If not, well, fuck you. And that's how I felt. I felt like I was not given anything. I was just given this very broad, very basic, you know, uh, event to get the movie going, and just have Jack Ryan be a spy and be an agent, and he does that. It's just he just doesn't do it a lot. And when he does, I mean, it's kind of cool and I guess suspenseful. I wasn't really suspensed at all. Um, I mean, you figure you know how it's gonna end, and it's pretty much what you'd expect. I mean, is it? It's not terrible. Like I said, it's not terrible at all. It's not good. I mean, the acting's pretty decent. So we'll just go through Chris Pine as Jack Ryan. I like Chris Pine. I like him a lot. He's a good leading guy. Um, but for this movie, I don't feel like he got to really, do anything unique with the character. It was pretty basic action film 101. Um, Keira Knightley plays his girlfriend, Carla, or Kaylee, or Kylie, or however you want to say. I really don't care. and Keira Knightley is just okay too. Like I've never really been a big Keira Knightley fan except for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and I don't know, take her or leave her. You could have swapped her out for anybody. But Kevin Costner though, Kevin Costner's been doing a lot of good stuff lately, especially since Man of Steel I think was his big resurgence. Now he's got a few other movies coming out that's just Kevin Costner, and he's pretty good here. I'm not gonna say it's great. It's not gonna blow anybody out of the water, but between him and then Kenneth Branagh's performance, I felt like if you watch it, it would be for them. But even then, it's just like you're going through a bunch of crap to see a couple performances that aren't even gonna be probably talked about at the end of the year. I'll probably forget about them, and if I even vaguely recall it, it'll be like, oh yeah, they were pretty good, but that movie was a piece of shit. And it's okay. This movie's not really a piece of shit, but it was just so weirdly paced. It was just like action scene and then forever of dialogue and if you're lucky, maybe a plot point. Um, the music's so generic. Everything was just so generic about this movie, and I didn't feel like it was anything special. I don't see how this is supposed to restart the Jack Ryan franchise or whatever, or even get a new one going. I don't get it. So overall, Jack Ryan. I mean, thank God I didn't pay to see it. Don't pay to see this movie. You'll wait for it to be on DVD to rent it from Redbox or Netflix instant stream or whatever. Just probably not worth paying to see it. I gave it a C plus because it is that very much just middle of the road. And so yeah. So all right, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm Adam Snow. Uh, keep checking in on my channel for more and future reviews whenever I get around to them. So have a good one.